Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel and you're welcome back to another video. My name is Rachel for those that are new here, and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber living in Calgary, Canada. I'm sure by now you know. If you're new here, kindly subscribe. I really hope you like it here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my most requested video ever since I actually posted a content last year. I'm going to get to that content anyways. So I think that actually made a lot of people reach out to me for more videos. Aside from when I relocated to Canada, which was in 2021, I got a lot of immigration and relocation questions, and of course the buzz died down because like I don't know why I said we are, maybe because we all started this channel together, but anyways, I'm almost 3 years now in Canada. So I think after that, the buzz I have gotten again on the channel came from that video, and it's none other than my transition video about how I was able to transition to tech, how I was able to change my career path and all of that. I can't remember the title of that video specifically. You can go ahead and watch that video after you watch this one, okay? And after I made that video, I did not really expect people to reach out to me as much as they did, and for some very weird reason I started having imposter syndrome and I just could not make that video. And almost a year, I'm now back to talk about this, and I'm going to be telling you guys how I was able to get a good paying job here in Canada. This is a video that I want you to relate with, a video that I want you to ask me questions on if you have any, a video of me sharing my testimony. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, then definitely keep watching. We have a sponsor for this video. So this video is partly sponsored by Teddy Blake, New York. This is the second bag I am receiving from Teddy Blake, and I was very excited, elated when Teddy Blake said they were going to send me a bag. Their bags are so luxurious. When I was picking this bag, I decided to go out of my comfort zone. I did not pick black, brown. You guys will see the color I picked. It's a very cute little small bag. That is me basically. I do not like big bags. I love cute small top handle bags. So I decided to pick this bag, and we're going to be unboxing this bag together. So here it has this writing here. It says Teddy Blake, New York, designer handbags made in Italy, luxury leather. Each Teddy Blake handbag has been made with you in mind to be an extension of your unique style and flatter your everyday fashion choice. So the bag came in this, okay, and also here they have like another write-up and their Instagram handle. It comes in this dust bag, which you can always use for protecting the bag after every use. You can always put it back in your dust bag. I'll just open this up, and here we go. I decided to pick this green cute little bag. It's so cute. With Teddy Blake, you know that there is a design for everybody. There's a design for each of your choice, and if you don't find your choice, you can always subscribe. They release new collections every month, and they also keep the price point very reasonable, so you're able to like afford these bags. And like I said, they're Italian leather, smooth, and I love the smell. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love the smell of their bags whenever I unbox them. It smells so good. It smells like real leather. They're truly made in Italy, and with Teddy Blake, I feel you're just enjoying luxury at a very fair price. I call Teddy Blake like quiet luxury. So if I have not just one Teddy Blake bag but 2 Teddy Blake bags, then you of course can also have one. I'm going to be leaving my discount code in the description box below, and you can also be aware of any upcoming sales, deals, and style inspiration. They have this discount of the year going on, and you can actually access that through the link I'm going to be leaving in the description box below. And if you do miss that, let's say you missed that, okay, and you want to really get a Teddy Blake bag, you can always use my discount code TB Teddy Blake Rachel, so TB Rachel 30 for $30 off. Happy shopping, guys. So yeah, with this video I'm not really going to be going into details on my background because I've already done that in the previous video. So if you want to watch that to get a whole understanding of everything, please do, because I don't want this video to be too long. So where shall we start from? We're going to start from the very first point. Number 1, building my LinkedIn profile. So I actually built my LinkedIn profile myself by going to other people's pages on LinkedIn, people that were on the same career path, people that I knew that they were already in that role. I went to their page, I just, took a quick picture of it. This is what they wrote, these are the certifications they took, these are the badges they have on their profile, this is their description, everything. And I'm not just talking about one person. I literally had about maybe 10 people. See, by the time you gather 10 people's profile, you're going to have an idea of what you want your profile to be. And the reason why I'm using this as my first point is because when I got my job, my boss actually told me, before he had an interview with me, he went to my LinkedIn profile to see what I do, my experiences, like just to know everything that he could about me. And he saw that I had finished from SAIT, and they had someone who was the head of the team who was also a teacher or lecturer with SAIT. Right now my profile is still not where I want it to be, and it's actually like that for a reason. When I do not have anything going on with my interest, I'm going to just revamp it the way I want. But I was able to do that first while I was seeking for a job, and I'm so glad, I'm happy that it actually helped me. Before you have an interview, or when you're going to the next stage of an interview, they always tell you the people you're going to be having, or the person you're going to be having that interview with. I always go to LinkedIn to search for that person. I just want to have an idea of that person, their beliefs, their values, their data-driven values. Somehow I feel like it prepares me maybe 30 or 40% for that interview. I feel LinkedIn is very, very important and so underrated. My second point would be referral, and I am actually saying this in order of priority. I don't know what you're going to tell me, but this is a testimony. And I belong to this school of thought that it is not about what you know, it is just about the grace of God. Talking about this verse comes to my mind. It is not of him that willeth or runneth, but of him that showeth mercy. So when I finished my course with SAIT, like I said, I was searching for a job and all of that. And then, of course, at that time, I just wanted anything. When I got this call and, "Hi, are you Rachel?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm Rachel." And they're like, "Oh, we're calling from so company, and we got your resume, and we're just wondering if you're available for an interview." I'm like, "Why not?" Although I can't even remember applying for that job, to be honest. And they're like, "Okay, no problem. Do you have an idea about this?" To be honest, I did not, but I said yes. And then I went to that interview. And that day, the man was like, "You're actually going to be going to the site. You're going to be going to, I don't want to go too much into details for my privacy, but obviously I was going to be going to a construction site. I was going to be going to a building site with builders." And I'm like, I'm not a bricklayer. I don't know anything about construction. What did I even apply for in the first place? And the man started laughing. Like, "What did you apply for?" And he's like, "Okay, so what do you have an idea about?" I'm like, "I'm a data analyst, technical experience, hands-on, SQL and all of that. That is what I do, what I know." And then he said, "Oh, okay, I have a friend, and she's actually looking for people on her team right now in Calgary," because the man was not even in Canada. "Are you going to be interested with, working with my friend and building her data team?" And I'm like, "Of course, why not? Do you mind sending me your resume so I can send your resume to her?" I'm like, "Sure, I'm going to do that right after this interview." And after the interview, I sent my resume, and within 24 hours, I was contacted by somebody. That day I was so chilled, I was so relaxed when I got the call, and right there and then they started an interview with me. And that interview lasted for about an hour, asking me different questions. The ones I knew, the ones I did not know, everything I was being asked. And after an hour, he said he was going to get back to me because it was Thanksgiving in the US on that day. So he said he was going to get back to me, and I was even like, who calls for an interview on Thanksgiving? But anyways, I got a response back saying now I was moving to the technical stages, and for every interview that I've had like maybe 4 or 5 stages of them. I did not have a lot, maybe just 2, but I've had like 4 or 5 stages. For this one, this was now my 2nd or 3rd stage, and then we moved on to the technical aspects. It was 2 people. They were asking me, so what do you know about Power BI, primary keys, foreign keys? I'm sorry if you can't really relate to what I'm saying right now, but I just wanted to be specific. What do you know about DAX? What do you know about automation? What do you know about building reports? Do you know how to use Power BI? There are a lot of questions. And when they finished, the guy said he was actually impressed for a lady. I guess I prepared well for that interview, because up to now my husband and I myself, we still say, what do I know? I literally passed, or I answered every question they asked me except for one, which I interchanged. So he said he was going to get back to me. The next day, he said they were moving on for me to meet with the vice or the president. Now I can't remember if it's the vice president or the president, but that is the friend that the man was talking about that was building her team. It was time for me to meet with her, and then I was so scared. Like, this high rank person, how am I going to talk? How am I going to do that? And when we started talking, it was more of a chit chat, just asking me, what do you think about this? What are your values? What are your goals? And all of that. And after we finished talking, within 30 minutes, I got a call saying I had gotten the job. So, second thing, referral. I got referred from someone. Build your connections. Apply for anything. You might be lucky, you don't know. Build your connections, talk to people, reach out to people. Right now I feel like I'm not even reaching out to people enough, and I know a lot of people have helped me ever since I started my job. I've reached out to a lot of people. Oh, do you know how to do this? Can you put me through this? Can you help me on this? So it's just good to reach out to people. You build friendships and relationships from there. You never know where your next job can come from. It could be from that person that is actually helping you on the job. So referral, very, very important. That's my second point that actually helped me in order of priority. My third, give your interview your best, which I have mentioned in my second point. I really prepared for that interview, guys. In fact, I was prepared for that interview than I was prepared for the job. I was prepared for every question you're going to ask me than I was prepared for the job, because somehow we already know how the interviews go, from asking people, from people sending me past questions. And I feel with the tech space, you know what they're going to ask you. They ask you the basics. Literally, for every interview they ask you the basics because they expect you to know the basics. Going into crack your head and all of that is not something that they would be asking you, because it's not something you get to come across every day. If you know the basics, they believe you should be able to know the rest. So prepare so well for your interview. Know the basics they're going to ask you. At least if you don't know any other part, know the basics. And that was what I did. If I don't know any other thing, I'm going to know the basics and I'm going to answer them very well. So prepare so well for your interview. That helped me a lot. Next will be my resume. I got maybe like 3 or 4 people's resume, and I used that to build my resume. I kept it very brief, just a page. My resume is not more than 1 page. It's a very brief resume with just the important and key things, my skills and all of that. Build your resume, make it fit the Canadian system. Let the job description match the job description you are seeing on the job posting. Let everything be prim and proper and very accurate and diligent. If it means you're tweaking your resume for every job you apply for, then yes, you have to. I know people that have different resume for different jobs because you have to tweak it. I think they said there's this thing that actually picks out keywords from your resume when you apply for jobs. Just build your resume so well that it aligns with the job description and what the company is actually looking for. And lastly, there is this thing which I am not an advocate of: have a niche. If you want to go into healthcare, then be applying for healthcare jobs. If you want to go into retail, then be applying for retail jobs. I'm sorry, but no. Apply for anything. Anything. You can work anywhere. I don't know where people got that thing from. I'm sorry, and I don't stand to be corrected, because the job I'm currently doing, you will even know that, like, that is a niche that I could go into, but it's because I just applied for anything. Apply for anything and you're going to get something. I don't believe that you should apply and be applying to a niche. What if you don't get into that niche? And what if God wants you in another niche? What if you're going to do well in another niche? There's nothing that is, you know, static. There's nothing that is very definite about, you know, these jobs. No, you can get good jobs in any niche. So I feel you should not limit yourself to applying to a particular niche. No, apply to anything. And following a particular pattern of another tech person, no, tech might not even be for you. I keep saying it. For me, medical stuff, nursing, medicine, it's not for me. Because another person is doing tech doesn't mean that maybe tech is for you. It might not just be for you. Or the fact that this person's pattern is like this, it might not work for you. Everybody has their own pattern and everything. I believe these points that I have mentioned actually helped me in getting a good paying job. Thank you for listening to my testimony, because I believe I just shared a testimony, my TED talk and everything. And I believe that I'm still gonna grow, you know. Definitely I'm not where I want to be. This is definitely something I want to be doing on my channel, career talks. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. If you have any question on how I was able to go to state for free, let me know. What I regret about my transition, you know, my career transitioning, let me know. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm going to be making videos based on the request and the questions that I get and comments. If it actually resonates with me, then I'll definitely make a video. So yeah, you're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next video. So bye guys.